Hello and welcome to Through Dutch Eyes America live stream. Welcome. Just checking if there is sound and video, and I hear myself talking, so it should be sound and stereo and video. So let's get this one off so that I don't hear myself twice. That's what we're gonna do. Second screen. So now we're here. And now we are back in OBS. Switching to the view of TikTok, of course. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. No, I cannot see because I'm in OBS. I cannot see how many people are here. I can't have 3 screens. It's a bit much to do. So excuse me for not seeing how many people are actually here. We are okay. So, okay, 1. That's me. Good. Welcome to the live stream. We have a live stream every Saturday night or Sunday morning, depending on in which time zone you live. And the time stream and the live stream, I have to say, the time of the live stream depends on in which time zone you live. If it's Saturday night or Sunday, Saturday night or Sunday morning, or somewhere between the day. And this live stream is always there on Saturday for people who wants to ask me questions about life and living in Europe or life and living in America. As far as I can answer those questions, maybe other viewers can react to it and answer those questions for you. But when it's all about questions about life and living in Europe, or specifically life and living in the Netherlands, let me know. That's all what we are about during the live stream. Any questions are welcome. And while we do this, we take a look at some stuff on TikTok. And let's start with this one that I just started about, was from, I believe, a hospital bill. Whoa, a medical bill. Let's go back to the beginning.
So this is a medical bill that we got back.
Now, I'm not sure if that sound is also coming over. That's what I want to test too.
Finally, after about almost a year and a half, this is when my husband had to go to the hospital for COVID, and this is how much it was each time.
Okay.
He got
I think I need to adjust the volume,
I guess. So about $3,400 each room. This was all the medicine he had to take, which some of it being as high as $4,100.
Sure.
$1,800, $1,800,
Back. Medical bill. We need to check it out because I've seen it twice without reacting it. So I'm still. So this one should a bit less for now. And this one is as it always is. So again, a medical bill, room board semi on 2020. We're talking about 2022. And oh yes, it's 1/1/2022. But the United States, yeah, it has to be January 1st, January 2nd, and January 5th. It would be strange. Yeah. It is as strange as it is in the United States that the month is before the day and then the year. It's illogical as it can be. Everybody else in the world has from small to large or from large to small, but not starting with a month, then a day, then the year. So it's strange. It would even be stranger to say it was January 1st, 31 minutes and 16 hours. It's so these are 3 days in the hospital. Yeah. Okay, now I have a view again. I can do. Yes, I can. Okay, let's continue.
Bill that we got back finally after about almost a year and a half.
A year and a half. Whoa. It was from 2022, and the date of the bill was when?
Finally, after
4/11. It's not yet. It's almost 2 years.
about almost a year and a half. This is when my husband had to go to
Her husband.
the
Okay.
hospital for COVID.
For COVID.
And this is how much it was.
3,300 for a night or a day and a night. I don't know how they calculate it, but for a day in the hospital. Oh man.
Each time he got put in a room, I guess. So about $3,400 each room. This was all the medicine he had to take.
Yeah, I see some, because benzonatate is several times. I see Dexo also several. Why don't they say 5 times this and 6 times that and 3 times this? Why each and every time he got benzonatate capsule, put it separate on the bill? Sodium chloride, sodium chloride, sodium chloride, sodium chloride. What is the meaning of the... I don't know. Illogical. Okay.
Which some of it being as high as $4,100. $1,800.
$1,800. Which of those were 1,800? $1,800.
$1,800. $1,800. $1,800.
For, I don't know, one of these. 1,800. I cannot compare with Europe because I do not exactly know which medicine costs 1,800, but wow, 1,800.
Crazy amount for all of his laboratory work, which continues on the back.
Okay, continues on the back.
Laboratory work. X-rays. And
X-rays.
level 5 visit was...
What costs an X-ray? 3,700? The X-ray?
level 5 days.
Where's the X-ray?
Laboratory work.
Basic. Blah, blah, blah. X-ray view. Okay. 2 separately.
X-ray.
280 each. And then this one, a 3,700. For what? For an ED visit level 5.
X-rays. And level 5 visit was...
A level 5 visit. What the heck is a level 5 visit? If I will never, but if I, as a foreigner, get this kind of a bill, how will I know what a level 5 visit is? Is this a level 5 visit of a level 5 doctor, surgeon, or a level 5 nurse, or is it, I don't know, visiting level 5 of the hospital? What is a level 5?
It's $3,700.
Oh.
It's oxygen. Just to go to the ICU.
I 10,000 almost for going to the ICU. Each time for the intensive care unit. Are you kidding me? And I will not argue that not the same cost over here in Europe. They might be, but at least you don't need to pay them. That's it. It's you don't. I don't know if there is a method for if I can look it up. What a visit to. Now I'd have to do something. So for the intensive care unit. Okay, it's not publicly available, as in it will not be charged to you, but on average, the costs are 4,200 euros per stay, and I do not say cost per day, 2,100 to 3,200, with an average of 4,200 per stay. So this could also be a longer stay. Let's take a look at it. 2023, the median cost per stay are 4,200 and 2,100 a day on the ICU. Variation from 1,500 to 3,200. Okay. But now we're not talking about intensive care. We're talking about we're talking about intensive care, but not in Europe. It's intensive per day.
About 20 grand. It's physical therapy, $300. Anyways, this turned out to be about for a grand total of
53, almost $54,000. And I hope, and by hearing her voice, her husband is still living, because it's COVID. It could well as be that even without all this intensive care unit and all the drugs, etc., that he had, that he still could not have made it. And then you get a bill for almost $45,000. Spend it on someone, some of your loved ones, that you had the loss. Oh man, but she didn't. I'm happy for her that her husband is still alive. But almost $45,000 Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
$53,000, $854.69.
And knowing a bit of how the system works means that there is some kind of a copay, and you already have paid what, $1,000 a month for your premium, and then there is a copay. And well, over here in the Netherlands, I have to say, be fair, I do not know how it is in Germany, Belgium, or other countries. I can look it up. If you want to, let me know in the chat. But if you are here, your copay, let's say your monthly premium for your health care insurance is mandatory. Every citizen of the Netherlands need to have mandatory health care insurance. Then, depending on how much you want to have your, let's say, copay, this premium goes up or down. If you have a higher copay like I have, like because I hardly go to the doctor and I hardly need any care from hospital, etc. So I have a rather high copay, around $500, €500, higher copay. So my monthly premium is 150 something a month. For other people, will this be with a lower copay? Will this be maybe 185 or 86 euros a month? Once you have reached your copay, in my case, about 500 something, or for the other mandatory, it's 385. Once you reach that 385, the rest will be paid by your insurance. That's it. No other secret bills or whatever. It's finished, done. And all of this, you visit to a hospital, or you visit to a doctor, or visit to a psychotherapist, or you, I don't know, whatever visit you do over here in the Netherlands, you go, you leave your, if they don't already have it, they leave your insurance number behind, and everything goes behind you. You never see a bill on your mat, on your doormat, except for the ones that they inform you that that your copay is now fulfilled, or that you have 100 or 125 used of your copay, so still 300, 200 and something. That's the only bill you get as information from, okay, the thing you lately did cost you 125 of your copay, and that's it. Oh, man. Okay, I did research more, but I don't see them. Okay, there they are. I'm not used to work with TikTok, so forgive me. I need to adjust. So this one is getting sick in the USA. I got a prescription from. Okay, let me see.
You won't believe it, man. I got the prescription from the doctor. You Americans pay so much money for doctors.
Oh, he is a foreigner. Why don't I have him nicely in the middle? So I need to adjust the TikTok window to make it more wide. because I had it nicely, but no, more white. And something more. No, that's correct. This one I need. Oh, come on. Moving in that direction. It isn't going fine. Well, I need more width. Close. Now I need to move the entire screen a bit more this side. Okay. Lock it up and then restart. He was not from the United States, so
You won't believe it, man. I got the prescription from the doctor. You Americans pay so much money for doctors, man. It's like almost $800 for pills.
$800 for pills. Okay.
In Dubai, we would have gotten it for free almost.
Oh, this is someone from Dubai, and it's also in Dubai as a rich, but yeah, not only Europe, even in Dubai, you get it almost free. He says.
How do people get sick here and then cured? It's expensive. $749 for like pills, 2 weeks of pills.
Okay. Fight related content. Oh man. Mental, yeah. A visit to a mental health for your mental health. And then you get the bill. And
I am an uninsured American, and
she is an uninsured American, yes?
had a trip to the emergency room about a month ago.
Okay.
I got the bill yesterday, and I just want to go over some of these charges with everybody.
She's uninsured. That's something that cannot happen over here in Europe. You need to have an insurance. It costs almost nothing, so yeah.
IV therapy for one bag of saline, $935.78.
For a bag of saline, I think that's what we call a pack of salt water. So extra, yeah, okay. Okay, 934, almost 1,000. Yeah, 1,000.
78 cents. Laboratory services for a blood draw, $1,352.75. CT scan imaging,
CT scan imaging. Almost 4,000. Damn. What costs a CT scan over in the Netherlands? Cost CT scan. Well, let's take Europe. Okay, let's see what AI is coming up with. In Europe, strong variations, but the average is between 200 and 700, depending on which country you are and which body part. For a total body scan, the cost can run up to 1,750, of which you don't have to pay a dime. And she had 4,000 for one CT scan, what's over here in Europe, you for 4,000 you can get what? 5 CT scans for the same price? Oh man.
$3,986.63. Emergency center charge, $2,218.08. Pulmonary services, $34.76. Pharmacy services for Benadryl in my IV was $192.74. Cardiac services, $610.83 for a whopping total of $9,000.
For a whopping total of $9,331.57. $10,000. People. Why? Then I see a video from the most famous internet doctor. I did see him. Maybe I have to go back. I should have tagged it. Yeah. I recognize his face as being the internet doctor, the YouTube doctor. Sadly, I cannot find it. Maybe one more back. Nope. Did I put it in the favorites? No. Now, this is cost of living. Healthcare. Oh, man. Hospital bill breakout for labor and delivery from 2024.
So I just got my hospital bill in the mail, and before I had a baby, I always wondered how much it costs to have a baby here in the US. I have pretty good health insurance.
How much it costs to have a baby over here in the US? So she isn't from the US, or?
But this is the breakdown of my hospital bill. So the first thing was
a 2, I don't know if it is OB2 or a 2-bed, but let's say a bed, semi-private, $17,760 only to have a semi-private bedroom.
The room where I stayed at after delivery, and that was $17,700
after delivery. Yeah.
Pharmacy, $55.
Okay, could be.
Medical surgical supplies, $1,323.
And I'm rushing there. Oh yeah, 55 pharmacies could be. And but in comparison with those 17,000, this looks nothing. But medical surgery supplies, 1,323. Oh man.
Non-sterile supplies, $2,437. Sterile supply, $50. Lab work, $1,484. Immunology, $450. Hematology, $1,009.
To get your blood work done, almost 1,100. And it's all been done in the laboratory, so you would assume, my mistake, if I pay $1,484 for laboratory work, that in that laboratory work is included the immunology and the hematology. And I would say they did, but if I count these two up, it's still 1,400, but it's more. It's 1,500. So what did they do in the laboratory? Is it 1,400 just to send some stuff down to the laboratory, and then these things are done and then separately calculated?
98
Anesthesia.
$115 for that.
Yeah. Did she have a C-section or something? 615.
That nice epidural.
Oh, epidural.
Drugs required. 59. Delivery room. 20,000.
The bed, 17,000. The delivery room, 20,000. This is already only to lay down, spread your legs, and you are away for $37,000. What's next?
395 for a whopping total.
Total.
I missed it.
Diagnostics
I don't know
and
what the heck this is.
$6,500 for diagnostic, and I don't know what this is, but this is therapy, but I cannot. My English is too bad for this, but phlebotomy. Okay, I don't know what it is, so but 6,500, and then the whopping total cost, a big whopper,
$5,657, and then for
so 51,000. The one that we just had, her husband, 3 days in the hospital. 3 days in the hospital with ICU and medication for his COVID illness was also 53,000. Now, to giving birth, it's again 51,000. Well, let's take a look. I will keep it. Yeah, now I'm thinking about giving birth, but that is. Oh, I need the Dutch word. Oh. Oh, damn. Babies. We've got babies. Gynaecologie. Ja, ook nog niet eens. Giving birth. So, switch to Dutch. Geboorte. Ja. There are no uniform rules, and they are different in if self or by the government. So let's take a look at Belgium. krijg je een eenmalige startbedrag aangevuld met een maandelijkse baan. Oké. Schoolbonussen. What is this? Okay. At delivery, you get subsidy from the government one time only, and then extra each month a certain amount. Okay, but that's bevalling. Yeah, kosten bevalling. Switching constantly between Dutch and English is hard. So let's say maybe we get some more. It's hard to find any real numbers. But this is for Belgium. Average prices. No. Average price if you want to deliver in the hospital. I saw a number around 1600, 17. Yeah, this is Belgium again. You get a starter's amount of, so you get from the government 1,269 euros and 25 cents as an early, yeah, but I want to know what I did see. Damn. Here was a number. Ah, it's the same number. It's so what cost? This is again Belgium. What the f? Nah. Sometimes websites don't know how to handle this. Silvercross, that's Dutch. Refuse. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's hard to find how much it really costs. KC, usercontent.com, cost around pregnancy and delivery 2020. Could, oh, this is outside of Europe, could go up to 471 per day. And then depending on how much day you are, how much days you need to be. Yeah. Metro News. Unexpected delivery in the United States. The bill, 300,000. Total cost, $330,000 or euros. Okay. But yeah, it's hard to find a site that actually tells me how much it costs to deliver a baby over here in the Netherlands or in Europe, because it doesn't cost you a thing. And certainly it does not cost 51,000. Oh my goodness. Oh, Oscar D reacts that the video volume. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's too slow, and sometimes it's too hot. I will keep an eye on it. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Why is healthcare so expensive?
Healthcare in America has ballooned over the last 20, 30 years, and it's not because doctors cost more to the system. Healthcare has skyrocketed because for every doctor, you need like 10 to 15 administrators.
Oscar says, sound a bit better now because I put it up a bit. 10 to 15 administrators per doctor. Why? Oh, man. Oh, man. 10 to 15 administrators per job. And they all need to get a paycheck at the end of the month. And what are they all doing? Keeping up the tab, as in, okay, medicine, doctor visit, nurse, medicine. It's 10 to 15. We have a administrative section in the hospital, depending on which department, but for each department there are some administrators who keeps tabs of everything that's happening for the entire department, but not 10 to 15 per doctor.
It's literally a disaster.
Is there a solution?
No.
I mean, it's...
No. It's the solution. No.
No, there's no...
Well, some people will say universal health care is the solution.
Yeah. Universal healthcare is a solution.
There's no one-size-fits-all answer because some people will say, well, universal health care isn't free health care. It's still paid by somebody. It's paid by us, the taxpayers.
Yeah, he's right. And I know capitalism in the United States, I'm not going to pay for somebody else's health. Yeah, that's why we over here in Europe are more social and more empathetic. We have more empathy for the people around us, and we want to take care of them. So everybody pays for everybody, and that's why we don't pay 1,000 or 1,200 euros a month for our insurance, and work or no work, even if you are unemployed, you are still and have insurance for your health care. And if it's too much for you as an unemployed person to pay your health care, then it's being subsidized by the government. So it's that mentality that it never's gonna work. And in that case, I have to agree with him. If the mentality in the United States is, if I have to pay for somebody else's health, I don't gonna pay, even if it is in its own interest. Yeah.
And if we're being honest, whatever the government does usually isn't the most effective or efficient way of doing things.
Yeah. I cannot give any comment on that. I cannot. It's guessing, and I won't. Oh my goodness. 10 to 15 administrators per doctor. It would help, even without universal healthcare, if it's only 1 or 2 per doctor, and then those 2 working together for 2 other doctors, so that 3 doctors have 2 administrators to do all the work. That would already bring the cost of healthcare down. And the other one is the enormous prices of drugs in the United States because of the high cost of R&D that's been charged to the general public, because not all R&D, not all research and development of medicine eventually is also successful. So something will simply fail, and then they have to start again. So then the money is down the drain. I get it. But, wow.
Cost of healthcare in America has ballooned over the last 20, 30
We already did this, yeah. Has ballooned over the last 20 to 30 years. Yeah, and then, my opinion, also, if the government does pay a large amount of the education of doctors, so that they don't need to be paid a monstrous amount per year, because they have to pay back their student loan, which has an interest of what, 5, 6, 7% a year. So because they are doctors and they have a student debt of whatever, $100,000 or $150,000, which with an interest of 7%, yeah, they need to earn also a 20 or 30 or 45, 40 or 50,000 a year, because they need to pay back their student loan. So that's the another one. So it's not the problem only that there isn't any universal health care. The problem is that the government does not do anything about it to bring the price down to more acceptable numbers, and then you don't need that large of a universal health care. Make the education cheaper for doctors so that they don't need that enormous amount of pay to pay back their loan, and be more careful with how many people are administrators for a doctor. It's wow. Wow. Okay. Do we have someone else? Good old American healthcare. Okay, 2024. Having trouble, please refresh and try again. Okay, refresh. And it looks like that she is a nurse. Oh, no sound at all. By default,
$127.61. So originally it was $4,418.62. They had it adjusted and took off $4,074.27. My insurance paid $16.
Okay, we're going to start again, but her insurance paid 16
$61,600.
And I owe $327.61 to who?
April, I just got a bill.
I got a bill for blood work I had done in April. A bill for blood work. You don't want to know how many people each day go to the hospital over here in the Netherlands by order of the doctor to have their blood work checked for sugar or for other stuff, it's daily.
Bill for blood work I had done in April, and I owe
And I owe $327.60.
$327.61. So originally it was $4,418.62.
Oh yeah, originally the 4,000, yes.
$118.62. They had it adjusted and took off $4,070.
Why did they adjust it? Because she doesn't show what it actually is, but oh, these amounts. Okay.
$4.27. My insurance paid
Yeah, that's the most ridiculous part of it. My insurance paid $16.74.
$16.74, and now I owe more than the insurance paid. I owe $327.61. Also, this is a lot of the tests I had done. It was a lot.
Oh, there are the tests. Let's take a look. Oh. Can I find blood work? Dog, cat, no. Blood test. Europe. Blood work. The cost of simple blood work are on average €80. On average, €1 to €3 for each thing that needs to be looked at. So on average, you pay 70 to 80 euro for requesting, taking, and looking at it, lab works of your blood work. 70 to 80 euros. Yeah. If it's not, it can be a very elaborate blood work, and that it goes up to several hundred euros, But once again, you don't pay anything. These are the costs that the hospitals charge the insurance company. So $80, 80 euros is on average. Damn. So all this work initially for 4,000, and then there was an adjustment 3 times, and I paid by the insurance. Yeah, I paid by that. Okay.
It was a lot. Also, should I be concerned that some of these are on here multiple times? That seems kind of weird. Anyways, because this was back in the spring, I just thought it was like covered because I'm pretty sure I didn't receive a bill before now. So I was like, cool, must be all good.
She thought that she was covered. So I was not prepared to pay $300.
I was not prepared to pay $327.61 right now. Okay, re-looking at it, yeah, insurance just paid in September. Now, back in April, I had not met my deductible yet. But I had...
Ah, yeah, you call that deductibles and then a copay. Okay. Yeah. And we have a deductible of $385 unless you choose a higher amount of deductibles. But after your deductible is reached, then everything is paid by the insurance. And your deductible, so there's no copay. Your deductible is whatever you've chosen for, a minimum of $385, I believe. And then afterwards, it's done. It's done. I remember that my sister and my brother-in-law, because he had some kind of cancer, that at the start of the year, when there is a new deductible year, they get the pills that he needed for his illness, and then the deductible, they pay $385 because that is the deductible for that month, and then for the rest of the year, all the pills that he need, all the things that was needed to do blood work or visit the hospitals, or all paid for. It's all paid for by the insurance. So they always said, okay, January, pills getting in, $385, ready, done. So they could save if they needed to, but they don't. They needed to, they could save and wait. Okay, we have $385, we expect $385, we paid $385, and we're done for our deductibles for this year. Ready.
I have by the September date where they paid. I'm assuming that because at the time of service I had not met my deductible, they will not be paying more money. But can anybody confirm or deny that? Please let me know. Thank you.
Okay, I cannot confirm nor deny it. I do not know. I do not know. Because she was insured, but yeah, I'm not that familiar with all the ins and outs of the healthcare system, as in network and out of the network, I understand, and deductibles and copay, I understand, but with in terms as in on April this and in September that, and I do not know. That's not what I know. Damn. Okay. We have what? This video I saw again some Brits react to US healthcare. Oh, the Brits have US.
10 grand for a baby.
$2.5 grand.
So if you're poor, you're dead.
Ambulance call out. How much do you think that costs?
Zero payment.
It's not loud enough, I guess, what it's saying. This is maximum, so I need to push that one up because even I cannot hear it.
10 grand for a 10 grand.
10 grand? Did she actually say 10 grand?
For a baby.
For a baby.
Grand.
No, my dear. 51 grand for a baby.
So if you're poor, you're dead.
Ambulance call out. How much do you think that costs?
Zero payment.
Zero payment?
Yeah, zero payment.
No. It costs $2,500.
For real?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. Calling out an ambulance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
You look. Cost of childbirth.
Jesus. 50 grand, something ridiculous now.
100, 200.
Dollars.
Yeah.
The average is about 10 grand. It can go up to 30,000.
The average is 10. Yeah, but yeah, okay. Maybe he says the actual delivery was, I believe, in amount of 10 grand. But we saw that the semi-private room was for 27,000, I believe. And then the actual delivery room was also 17, 21 for the room and 17 for the delivery room.
10 grand for a baby.
Well, I guess. How much is your child worth?
Yeah. Well, is that like the same everywhere?
The average is about $10,000, yeah.
That's mad. Oh, no thanks.
Give birth by C-section.
Yeah.
And you would like to hold your baby after you've given birth to it.
Actually, yeah, that's what you do. Yeah. You have to pay to do that?
Yes.
To hold my own child that I've been carrying inside of my womb. Like $100.
$40.
$40? Ah, to hold your own baby. Oscar, you should leave the United States.
$40.
For skin-on-skin contact. 2 EpiPens.
Skin-on-skin
How much do you reckon
contact.
they are?
$80.
600.
For what?
$40.
Wait a minute.
Dollars.
For skin-on-skin contact. 2 EpiPens.
Oh,
How
2
much do you reckon they are?
EpiPens.
$80.
600.
$600 for an EpiPen. I know, that's a lot of people talking about it. Oh, I want to know. Can we look it up? Yes, we can look it up. An EpiPen. Come. What is this? It's not the search. Okay. Cost of an EpiPen. Europe. Your price. Oh, I have 2 times. The price of an EpiPen varies strongly. But an EpiPen on average, how much cost EpiPens in Europe? In Germany, an EpiPen 85. In Canada, an EpiPen for 125. United Kingdom 62. And in France 100 for an EpiPen. And 600 in the United States for 2 EpiPens, so 300 each. So if you live near Canada, you slip across the border to buy an EpiPen, getting back into United States, arrested by ICE because you left the border and you brought in illegal drugs. So you get into a detention center now. But yeah, wow.
$40.
I'm afraid not.
More?
More?
$100.
More.
$150.
More.
$250.
More.
Shut the fridge.
Shut the fridge.
£300.
Double it.
$600. $10 grand for a baby.
2.5 grand.
So if you're
Oh, we're getting a repeat. Oh man. Oh man. 2013 I paid for 1.7 miles ambulance ride, 760. And the hospital, they gave me 2 Advil ibuprofen and charged around 1,300. It cost you in total 2,700 for the ride and 1,300 for 2 Advil ibuprofen. You get an entire box here. What costs a box of ibuprofen? Let's take a look. Ibuprofen. I need to have the correct spellings because Ibu is it? Yeah. Oh, ibuprofen. Let's say 400. Oh, yeah, 400 milligrams. Oh, for one thing, this is Kruidvat. This is a pharmacy shop. So, and this is Albert Heijn. This is a supermarket. So you can buy ibuprofen in any supermarket. That's for one. So, the cost of, what does it cost at Kruidvat? Okay. Weigeren. 20 pieces for, I don't believe it. Yeah, 20 pieces for €2.39 for ibuprofen. 400 milligrams. The pregnancy labor cost around $13K in 2019. I hope your kid is still healthy. Oh, man. Maximum $10 for Advil. You see over here, ibuprofen. 20. If I import ibuprofen to the United States and I buy them 20 pieces for $2.39 and I sell them in the United States for $2.39 each, I make a heck of a profit and still be the cheapest one in the United States. Unbelievable. Should we start a business? Oh, unbelievable. 2 Advil, ibuprofen, and charge around $1,300 for 2. You get an entire box of 20 for $2.39. Oh. Imagine doctors get paid $1,500 every vaccine shot to their patients. Oh, man. Did I see another reaction from British somewhere? American Godzilla Part 1. This is from 8/24. We have trouble. Refresh. Okay. How healthcare in America got so expensive. And I'm gonna refresh.
Is because we hardly have any free market left in the healthcare system. A lot of people think that we don't have enough regulations, which is quite the opposite. We have more regulations in the healthcare market than ever before, which has actually distorted the cost of healthcare. When I was doing research on this, I knew I had to be very thorough with this. So I'm going to be doing a 10-part series and breaking it down into each part to show you guys how we got to where we are today. At the beginning of the 20th century, in America, healthcare was pretty straightforward, right? You didn't go to the doctor unless you were seriously ill or got injured, and most people just pay out of pocket. They didn't have health insurance, and if they did, it would just cover for serious injuries, which is what insurance is supposed to be for. And on the supply side, the healthcare industry was also pretty unregulated. If you wanted to become a doctor, you just go to a doctor and then become an apprentice and learn as an apprentice, and you become a doctor. That way you didn't need to get state licensing. There was no board of state board that's tells you licensing. There was a lot more medical schools, so anybody can open up a medical school. That you didn't have to get approval from the government to do it. So the market was
in the 1900s. Oh man. That's a long time ago.
A lot less regulated, a lot more freer, and because of that, there was less barrier to entry to become a healthcare provider. So therefore, supply and demand just naturally lowers the cost, and everything was a lot more affordable. And in 1908, the Flexner report came out.
No. If it's a 10-part series, sorry, my friend. I don't need a history lesson. I was hoping that this was a short leading into one of his longer videos, but if he's going to do 10 parts, no, sorry, my friend. Sorry. We don't do a history course about what? A 700K with insurance? What is this?
Did you just say?
Yeah, my hospital bill for 700K, and
wait, what?
Yeah, I was.
$700K hospital bill with insurance.
I was there in the hospital for like 3 months or 3 to 4 months. You know how
3 to 4 months. And then it went up to $700K with insurance. Oh man, it's been a serious illness. I once, but 700. If I saw that again, that lady that was pregnant has to pay what 20,000 or 21,000 a night, and the first TikTok we saw, somebody had to pay for her husband 10,000 a night, a day. 3 to 4 months, let's say 3 months, 13 weeks times 7. Yeah. Damn.
how much per night was at the hospital?
Yeah.
Just
like AK?
$2,000.
$2,000 a night?
I could live in a
Yeah, the cheap one. $2,000. I could sleep at a 5-star hotel.
5-star hotel with $2,000 a night.
Did you have insurance?
Yeah, I had insurance.
Okay, thank God.
But
your
like
insurance,
my insurance didn't cover it. They were like $700K. Like
wait, they didn't cover it?
they didn't cover it. So I had a lawyer like sue the other person to get the money back.
And then you have to pay your lawyer.
So after paying off the lawyer fees, after paying off the medical bills, I was given a $50K check.
A $50K check as compensation for all the bills plus lawyer fees. Yeah, Oscar, I know. That's something that cannot happen over here. You cannot file for bankruptcy as a person. You can do it as a company, but not as a person. Oh.
It was not worth it.
It's not.
What did you just say?
It was not worth it. No, I can understand that. Oh. We done this one. British people react. Yeah, we've seen it, the original one. American healthcare. This is how evil the USA system has become.
For those of you who don't understand how truly awful the US has become, I'm going to put it into perspective for you. I saw my aunt yesterday and she told me a story that absolutely blew my mind, and it's really hard to tell me a story about the evil that America is right now that surprises me. But this surprised me. It's on another level. So my aunt is a realtor, and she had a client in the past that she sold a second farm to. He is a farmer and he raises cattle, making an honest living, and so his original farm wasn't big enough for all of his cattle, so he had to get a second farm. And then his wife got pregnant, and then a medical emergency happened. So basically, the baby was born extremely prematurely, and the wife almost died, but that's a separate issue. And so I want you to guess. I want you to
separate issue. His wife almost died as a separate issue. It's along with it. It's okay. Now the question is, how much did she pay for delivering an extremely early baby?
to formulate a number in your head about how much you think it cost for that baby to be in the hospital for 4 months because it was a premature baby. Take a minute, think about it.
Take a minute. Now, 4 months. The other guy had 700K for 4 months. So this is a baby. And baby needs also some care and feeding and the special cabin. It needs to keep warm. Oh man, rough number by there is 900 to a million, 900K to a million.
900.
Just right. Oh boy, and the farmer has to sell his farm, sell all his cows, just to see his baby.
$1,000. Almost a million.
I was spot on. But only because I had the information of the earlier videos. Oh my God.
$10. What small business owner?
Yeah, that doesn't even include the cost of his wife. Yeah, that's almost right.
Farmer has $1 million. So now he has to sell his second farm. He has to sell some of those cattle. And for what? So his baby could survive. America, right? So pro-life, huh?
Hint, hint. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's another reason why I never set foot on American soil. Even if I get over my fear of flight over the ocean, because I can get there by boat, I will never set a foot in the United States, even if they give me 100,000, a million, because I need $1 million for my healthcare in the United States only. No. And look at the comments. Oh, you cannot see this, but can I move the video a bit? Come on. No. Then I need to do. There are comments with it. In Ireland, it's free. It's free in Australia. In Australia, $0. My guess was $1 million. He used to live in America, so now he went over to Germany. Good idea. My Great Britain, my cousin was born prematurely in the hospital for 2 months. No additional cost for the parents. Taxpayers funded, healthcare. That's what I said earlier. That seems to be the biggest problem in the United States, is that people are not willing to pay for other people, even if they have profit, if they have, if it's profitable for them too, as in not making profit, but if it's beneficial for them too. It's amazing that we won't pay taxes if the tax money of mine goes to some bum who has a cold and needs a shot, and I have to pay for his shot. Now, but what I'm willing to do is that I pay taxes so that the United States of America can research 100,000, or 200,000, or 300,000 a month for military equipment in R&D that's never used. Cost, it's not even proven that it works, and that's good. That's okay, because we are the greatest and the best country of the world. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And it doesn't matter if you're Republican or if you're Democrat. It's the same for both parties. It does not change. It's the people that change. And I seen and look at my videos, other videos, reaction videos I did about people coming from the United States to Europe or to the Netherlands, and you see how they change and how their eyes are opened and how they say, America has lied to me. They actually gonna find out how we, the Europeans, are and how bad the society in the United States is. It's everybody for itself, and that's it. If I can't make a profit, I won't do it. And that's what they call the American dream. Sorry, guys. Never I gonna set a foot on U.S. soil. No. Sorry, Oscar. Had to be done. Oh, man. Oh. Let's do one more. What is this? Healthcare. The American healthcare system.
Stores never had food, and their solution was to call when the meat shipment arrived. They would go under. Grocery stores never had food, and their solution was to call when the meat shipment.
Wait. I cannot.
Grocery stores never had food, and their solution was to call when the meat shipment arrived.
I don't know.
They would go under.
Too short. Yeah, I've seen this. Was another one. Audiology. Yeah, this again. Hospital. Yeah. Do we have any reaction or from? Count the numbers of. Count the number of healthcare heroes in one video. This is about coronavirus. How, yeah, nothing wrong about that. With all around the world, the medical staff, how they handle this crisis, this pandemic, as they would say in Germany, 1A. Super, great, no complaints at all. But as we saw on the first part of this video, when we started this live stream, at what cost for the people who actually have been in the hospital, up to $53,000 because of a COVID infection. Unbelievable. But they did. Great job. And I believe that's what this is about. Yeah, it's from 2020, yeah. 7 p.m. chill.
With the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside.
Yeah. Oh, why is there
American health care so
7 seconds? I can handle this. Why is American healthcare so ridiculously expensive? I just looked at our marketplace application for next year, and the lowest monthly premium was $433. That sounds reasonable for an American standards, not including co-pays, each doctor visit and medication, and a deductible of $16,000. I refuse. This is the bad. This is the bad place. This is. My English isn't that good, but this is bad English. This is the bad place.
ridiculously expensive. I just looked at our marketplace application for next year, and the lowest. Why?
Yeah. Okay. deductible of $16,000 with a premium $433. So you pay $433 each month for what? Because everything you do goes out of your deductible, and that's $16,000, and then the next one is copay. Not including copay. Yeah, there it is. So there's a copay and a deduct. For what reason do you pay $433? Do you pay it just for being a customer? No, you're not a customer. You're a number. For being a number in the administration of this whatever health insurance company is. POV point of view, you live in the third world. Ooh, I don't know. It sounds like I have to kill the sound because it sounds like we have some problems with. That was not meant to be. This one I need. Whoa, TikTok. What are you doing? What is TikTok doing? Back. No. Front. Then try again. Next one. Now I hope I can find that video that I was planning to. Yeah. I killed the sound because it sounded like that the music was copyrighted, and then I have a problem with my stream like last time. My stream got killed because there was some copyrighted in it. So no payment there. You live in a third world country and you're about to find out why America doesn't have free healthcare. Okay, 15 seconds. I see something flying there, so let's go back because it's focused. Let's go back. Because it's focused on that airplane. Looks like a stealth plane from. I don't get it. Has something to do that he's evading that building that he's about to crash into or something. It's a nice move. It's a nice plane. Yeah, but I don't get it. I don't see the reason behind it. What? I know the song. It's the Star Spangled Banner. Okay, so I'm still not gonna. Oh, you live in a third world country. Oh man. Point of view. 8 works pay Philippines versus the USA. Yes. I see a 50. I see, what is it? 100. So this is 150. I have no idea what the yellow one is. 8 hours work pay Philippines, and she is a nurse, or at least working in the healthcare, I assume. This is USA. Looks like US dollars. Okay, much more. Yeah, but how's the healthcare in the Philippines versus the healthcare in the USA? So you earn a lot more in the United States because this is of the Philippines. Looks like, I don't know what this one is, but if this is 200, 300, 350, but these are, I see a zero, are these 20s. These are 20s. These are all 20s. Dear, you earn this, but you need half of it, maybe 3/4 of it, for your rent, your gas, your car insurance, your health insurance, your pension plan. So you earn lots more, but you may be lucky if you can keep 20% of it, and that would be as much as that what you have in the Philippines. Maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but that's how it is. It's you earn much more. I did a video, and I talked about over here in the Netherlands, my former job as a teacher in middle class school. I earned on average a 40K a year. And that was more than enough to have a good life. And I saw a reaction, a comment to that video. For 40K in the United States, you would be living in a cardboard box. In other words, you'll be living on the street because it's not enough. Yeah. I understand. That's the difference. You earn more in the United States, but you need a lot of more just to survive in the United States. Oh wow. Okay, let's go to the second section of the live because we have it. Are there any questions for me about life in the Netherlands? I grab, of course, a window so I can look up stuff. Let's go to the chat. And I've watched into the chat and I see that Oscar is still there. Thank you, Oscar, for being here the entire time. I did not see if we had, because Oscar was the only one who actually chatted. I don't know how other people or how many people are where they're in. Oh, we have 4 viewers in total. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of stuff going on in the United States about, but there's always a lot of stuff going on in the United States. And so I know I have to compete with all the other live streams that are going on. But if you have any questions to me about life and living in Europe or life and living in the Netherlands, let me know. Post them. And I will try as good as I can to react to that, to give you an answer to your questions. Oscar, do you have a question for me? Because I read along that how awful it is, the United States, with in comparison with Europe, about healthcare and the cost about it. It's wow. It's terrible. Yeah. like this one. We ended with this one. It's the ibuprofen. Oh man, what was the other one that you had? We're talking about ibuprofen, and what was the other one? Advil. Yeah. Advil is also free. Advil 400. Let's say add kruidvat. 400 milligrams liquid caps. 20 for 10. Yeah, 10.50. 20. Oh, you're driving. Oh, you should not text and drive at the same time, Oscar. You should not. Oh, wow. I have a wild idea. I'm going to look it up. I have a wild idea. I'm going to ask. Gemini will also respond. Is it? Let's do it in Dutch. Naar Amerika moet je niet in, maar naar. Wow, typos? Ja, a lot of typos. Medicijnen importeren, nee, exporteren moeten we nog van maken. Ja, exporting. Damn. Naar Amerika. Yes, it's allowed. Yeah, okay. But that's not what I meant. It says, yes, you may export medicine to the US, but you must have a declaration of the doctor, and you need to bring the medicine along in the original package. Yeah, but it's not me going over to. It's me exporting to. Gemini, it's not. I know if you're going on a holiday into the United States, you need to bring along, etc. But if you don't, sending medicines to the United States. Oh. To prevent that, during my trip through Canada, I assume Canada and the United States, without medication, I lose my backpack or it's been stolen, I would have a possibility to send over a reserve amount to friends in the United States. Okay, somebody, and this is from 2016. It says it's illegal to send medication to a foreign country. Okay, that's 2016. Let's ask chat. Assume I want to export medication to America. Okay, there is ChatGPT. Sounds logical. Let's do this in English. It's more easy for everyone who's following it from. Yeah. Zoom in. Whoa. From a cost perspective, but it's legally, it's practical and it's very complicated. So it doesn't mean it's illegal or not illegal or not allowed. Same word. U.S. regulation: importing medicine to the United States without an FDA approval is generally not allowed. Pharmacies, wholesalers, and individuals must comply with strict rules. Medicines sent from abroad are often stopped by the U.S. Customs. Okay. Then we have patents and trademarks, always the same. Then we have licensing. Only authorized and registered importers, distributors may bring medicines to the U.S. You need an FDA registration. If the drug is controlled, the DEA approvals as well. And then the risk are shipments can be seized, fines or criminal charges are possible. Okay. As an individual or a company without a proper FDA, DEA license and registration, it's virtually impossible and often illegal to simply export medicines from the Netherlands or the EU to US, even if they are cheaper there. No, they are cheaper here in Europe, even with the tariffs. If you want, I can research a legal pathway that you use. Now, okay. Well, just an idea. It was just an idea. Oh man, those prices. Damn. Oh, you just stopped? Question. My son just started elementary school, first grade. How's elementary school or group system in the Netherlands? Wow. Because I need to think about elementary school, first grade. It's at what age? Your son is how old? Because I need a starting point at what means first grade in the US versus first grade over here in the Netherlands. So I need an age. Six. Okay. 6. Your son is 6 and he's starting at first grade. And now, how would it be in the Netherlands? Well, at the age of 6, I have to look it up. First grade, eerste groep. Groep 1. Yeah, you go from kindergarten. Yeah. first and second grade of our elementary school are at the ages of 4 and 6. So 4, 5, and 6, 4 and 5 are in the first grade. At the age of 6, 5, and 6 years, you are in the second grade, depending on which time in the year your child becomes 6. And usually the school starts in August. So if your child changed age from 5 to 6 in September or October, then he will start in the second grade with the age of 5 because he has 2 months until he is 6 or so. Otherwise, he's still in group 1. But we have those ages in group 1. And what do they learn? They learn social skills. That's the first part, and some reading skills. I'm not a primary school teacher, so I got a lot of friends who do. So he will be 7 on January. Yeah, okay. Well, what would they learn? Not the age, but less stuff. Now we got a lot of ads. There we are. What do they learn? Yeah, calculus, reading, and general involvement of your kid. But this is again, but I was missing a writing, but acting, leren, spelling. So a lot of language, as in reading and understanding grammar. So this is grammar. Both of them is grammar and reading and calculus. Those are the primary stuff that they do in first and second grade in the schools over here in the Netherlands. And then you go on to the third group, the fourth group, the fifth group, sixth, until the 8th group. So you leave elementary school at the age of 12. And at the age of 11 and 12, you get a test. It's called the CITO-toets. And in that test, you will find out, and they will tell you in which direction your kid would have the best education, as in what benefits is the best to do for your kid. More practical, more theoretical, or more academical, for instance. So that test will focus on what is the best for your kid to do. And then he or she goes in that direction. And I know in the United States, no matter what you want to do, once you leave the primary school and you go to the middle school, everyone again gets the same educational stuff. And that's separated in 3, I must be careful, 3 different directions over here. More practical, more theoretical, or more academical. So the 3 directions that you have here. So that's determined with 2 separate tests at the age of 11 and 12. And if you go into a practical version, that doesn't mean that you can't switch later on in your age if you're more involved to go more theoretical or more academical. It's all possible. It's you can switch. But the main part over here, education, is focused on what is the best route for your kid. And That's what we're looking at. We don't look at, it's not general for everyone the same. You do elementary school, then go to the middle school, and then you go to the college, and then you go to the university, if you want to go to the university. But no, like in the United States, it's for every kid determined what is the best way for him or her to evolve into an adult and have the best education that fits the qualities and the capabilities of your kid. So no generalization, separation at that point, with the opportunity to switch between education whenever it's necessary. And the best of all, Oscar, the best of all, it's for free. Zero, nada, nopis, nothing. Free, no cost. Not at the elementary school, not at the middle school, not at the high school, and not at the university. Free. If you do it right, you are fully subsidized by the university, by the government, for your entire educational career. That's the best part of it. And if you want to come over from the United States to the Netherlands with a kid that will be soon 7, yeah, that's it's better late than never. How? It will have some hard time adjusting to the language. One, I don't know. Do we have? Oh, good. I'm wondering. I have to ask chat about that. Let's take it in English. A family. Yes. How will the language barrier be solved? That's a great question. That's the default answer of every question and asked to ChatGPT. That's a great question. And that one often comes up with families move to the Netherlands. Here's how it usually works. Primary school placement children are required to attend school, of course. Most Dutch public schools accept the child, but if it doesn't yet speak Dutch, that's what I'm talking about, they're often placed in a taal class, a language class, or a newcomers class, a special class. Children spend anywhere between a few months to 1 or 2 years focusing on learning the Dutch intensively before fully joining regular classes. They are taught in special schools, teaching English are available, of English teachers are available, etc. Yeah, the second part, that's what I want to talk about, because he's talking about 1 to 2 years. But young children pick up language remarkable quickly. So, yeah, I don't think it actually needs 2 years. I heard NT2 schools, 50-50 Dutch and English. I think NT2 type of school will be better for him. No, it will not be better for him because NT2 is the new. Yes, Netherlands as your second language. It's more meant for people who actually have a lot of difficulty learning a new language or learning Dutch as a new language. Usually the adults. Like I said, most of the time, kids pick up a language very easy, very quick. Like I did at this age, not 7, at age, my parents often visit for their holidays Germany. And at home, my mom often look at German westerns with all the famous actors. Yeah. But because I was embedded in a lot of German, I spoke German by the age of 9 or so, 10. And when I actually, on my middle school, get German as a class, I already did spoke German, spoke and wrote German. Like I also did speak and wrote English because I translated completely in Dutch the famous British musical version of War of the Worlds, Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds. So, yeah. Now, it will be better if he goes to an in-between class for a couple of months, and then he will go into the regular schooling system, and then it will be much better for him to integrate in the rest of the schooling system. Yeah. So it won't be advisable to do this. Would you like me also to break down the timeline, like roughly how long it takes? Yeah. Yeah, after 1 or 2 years academic integration. Yeah, so a year. Not because to get to a B1 level, A2 in 6 to 12 months, and then B1 in 12 to 24. Yeah. And B1, level B1 Dutch, is what a lot of kids have when they're entering middle school. So A2 after a year. So at the most, your kid will lose, quote, quote, a year in the total education system to get up to good enough Dutch to get along with the rest. And he's 7, so by the time he is 8 or 9, he's going into the regular classes. And then he talks Dutch with other classmates, and then it's only going quicker and learning Dutch faster because teachers speaking Dutch, their classmates speaking Dutch, their friends outside class speaking Dutch. So then it will only be going faster and faster. Yeah. Yeah. For adults, it's usually slower without immersion. 4 to 6 hours of classes a week and daily practice. Most motivated adults reach B1 in about 1.5 or 2 years as well. Yeah. But if parents mostly rely on English, it can stretch to 3 to 4 years. Of course, if you only speak, and that's not English, but it's for all foreign speakers, if you only speak at home your mother language and not the new language, then it will take much longer to learn the new language. So that's what I see on reaction videos about expats. If they have their loved one, their significant other, as a person who actually lived in the Netherlands or lived in Germany, they speak faster German or faster Dutch because they are forced to speak in Dutch or in German or in French or Spanish. That's, you learn faster. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, Oscar, you're welcome. I think, how long are we online now? For 2 hours? I don't know. What's the time? Yeah, it's only we are 2 hours online now. Okay. Oscar, I will say, have a very good drive home or whatever you're heading for. Drive safely. Be alert. And I will hopefully see you next week or reacting to. For me, it will take at least 3 years to learn Dutch. I speak English and Turkish. Okay. English and Turkish. So I guess, just guessing, that you're Turkish from origin and you learned English as your second language and Dutch will be your third language. Yeah. Good. Well, Oscar, thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone else being here. And if you want to see other video reactions of mine, then take a look at my channel. I post every day new videos, new reactions about life and living in the United States versus life and living in Europe or the Netherlands and the cost of. So, I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you in the next one. Then I need to cut it out, cut. And